or not two of you, two of the programs. So we're going to try and do it live, so this will be good. So again, it's probably the most that everyone's kind of done, so that's good. So, but apologies if this doesn't, if this, some of the stuff we go over is fairly basic. But we're going to go over setting up the project, sequencing, a quick edit, and then into exporting, I think. Let me just check my notes. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we're going to start a new project after. So Tom's going to open up a new project. It's a little bit soft, isn't it? There. Does everyone see that?
I've got an out of focus computer.
I don't think your computer's out of focus. The projector. So, naming the project, quite basic stuff at the top. I can't look at that. Okay. See if we can get better picture quality for you guys. Really, we'll just have to crack on with that. Yeah, so just click behind there. Okay, so we're naming it 3A's Live Edit. And everyone knows what scratch disks are? So in effect, it's a folder where obviously all of your information for the project is going to get saved. So you always want to make sure that that is the main folder you're obviously working from, or else things get lost all over the place. So Tom's started a folder, and he's going to call it project. Choose. Okay. So this is the Premiere kind of interface. So I don't actually use Premiere, so you just have to remind me as I go along if I make any mistakes. But in effect, the timeline is at the bottom, correct, Tom?
Yeah, timeline.
So that's your timeline, okay? Up in your top left is going to be where all the files, so all your footage, all your assets, all your sound, if you're going to bring any music, would come into play. The middle window is what is being played on the timeline. Tom, is that correct? That's timeline.
That's timeline.
And the other one is your clip.
Yeah,
Clip you're working. Okay. So first things first, bring in all the footage, Tom, please. So the beauty of Premiere is, unlike Final Cut, it just basically pretty much creates the right codec for you when you bring in. Well, it just basically can take loads of codecs. So if you're working in Final Cut, you sometimes have to use a media encoder to kind of transfer the files to work in Final Cut. Well, you did on Final Cut 7. I've not gone to 10. Do you use 10? Do you the same as on 10, is it?
No, reformat it all.
So it does, like Premiere. Oh, right, okay. So.
Main format,
Well, in Premiere, it's quite good because it actually gives you format settings at the end. But typically, MPEG-4, we do for kind of YouTube, don't we? Yeah, H.264 QuickTime.
What about importing footage?
Well, importing footage, as I understand, from Premiere, it can pretty much take anything, can't it? So if you've shot on your iPhone, the C300, which shoots, is it ProRes, the C300? Yeah, so ProRes on the C300. What does the little Canon at the back shoot? MXF files. So pretty much all formats just get sucked into Premiere and basically creates working files for you. So when Tom gets the files in, which you can't seem to do now, he's feeling under pressure, isn't he?
No, the windows are weird, or my top of my windows put off.
It's because you've changed the resolution.
Hang on.
God, good job. It's a nice crowd, Tom. You'd be getting strawberries, tomatoes. Right, you're back. Is that better? Right. Footage is in the footage folder. So, one thing that you might want to do is, first of all, is go through and select what are good takes and bad takes, and have folders for each of them. Or you would have question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4. So you take all the takes of question 1 into folder 1, 2, 3, 4. For the benefit of this and the fact that it's a pretty small project, we're just going to kind of work with them all in one folder. But foldering is very important if you're doing a bigger project. So for example, if you take the brighter future, you might want to do you know, your leading interviews. You might want to put them all in one folder. You might want to do your kind of footage and shots from when you're walking around on the road. You might want them in one folder. If you've got kind of, we filmed at one of their kind of day hostel places, didn't we? So you might want to do that in a separate folder. So in effect, just making it easy for you or other editors to kind of jump on the project.